He is touching you.
The first video tonight comes from Fables and Fells, a UK-based outdoor and wild camping channel focused on slow, calming adventures across the Lake District Scottish Highlands and other remote British landscapes. It is October 26, 2023 in the Lake District, England, United Kingdom.
So we're almost at the house now, and we've just seen the most amount of deer I've ever seen out here. There's some up in the ridgeline, and then there's some behind us, a really big group. We'll just be calling to each other. This is one of the more remote bothies in the lakes, surrounded by miles of boggy moorland. There isn't much documented history on the bothy itself, though it was once home to a shepherd and his family, and the last occupants left in the 1930s. Wainwright wrote on the wild and lonely surroundings of this area, and that the solitary shepherd's cottage accentuates the utter dreariness of the scene. Yet on rare occasions of soft evening light, even it can look inexpressibly beautiful, and I feel that we were treated to such an evening. So it looks like we've got a fireplace here, and then there's one room in here with bunks in it. This room here is apparently the haunted room.
The creator approaches the bothy, describing it as one of the most remote in the Lake District, surrounded by boggy moorland. She notices large groups of deer, some calling to each other, reinforcing how isolated the area is. She mentions the bothy's limited recorded history and the nearby Corpse Road, a detail that ties into local folklore. Inside, she explores the structure and the cold, cramped, haunted room. Sleeping mats are laid out, blankets spread, and her dog settles on a raised platform. As the light fades and shadows stretch across the walls, the stillness inside the bothy takes on a quiet, slightly eerie tone. Calm, but uneasy, with history sitting heavy in the silence. As night falls, shadows and drifting smoke inside the bothy deepen the atmosphere. Every small sound becomes noticeable. The dog shifting, the wind brushing the roof, the fire settling with soft cracks. Nothing visible happens, yet tension hangs in the room.
A few disturbances in the night. No one turned up, which I was really surprised about, but Cam did hear something and he did start barking at one point.
Her dog snaps awake and barks sharply toward the doorway or window. No footsteps, no voices, no weather to blame. Only the dog reacting to something she can't see. The room feels instantly tighter, colder, more alert.
And then I think there was a mouse maybe on the windowsill, and he jumped off the platform, and I could hear him sort of clicking around, following some kind of...
Moments later, he jumps down and begins pacing, nails tapping across the stone floor, following something only he seems aware of. She watches, tense and waiting, as the bothy holds its breath. By morning, no further incidents occur. No visitors arrived, and the valley is calm again. She reflects on the corpse road, the haunted room, and her dog's sudden change in behavior. The night remained quiet, but not empty. Subtle as it was, the unease lingered long after sunrise, showing how even peaceful places can feel different when the old stories wake. The next horrifying video comes from Will's Adventures, a UK-based travel and exploration channel focused on remote wild camps, abandoned places, and locations with uneasy histories. It is November 21st, 2024 in Scotland, UK, Whitelag and Bothy.
An update on the most haunted bothy in Scotland. But disappointing, to be fair. But we did hear noises and somebody did knock the door, and none of the guys says it was them. And Colin went to open the door and there was nobody there. Bit weird. And there was kind of bangs coming from outside. But other than that, it was... I wouldn't say it was too much. It wasn't very haunted, to be fair. But I was telling...
After hiking 30 to 40 minutes through freezing conditions and across ice-covered puddles, Will and Colin reach Whitelag and Bothy. Smoke rises from the chimney. Someone is already inside. Despite the presence of others, they settle into the space, unpack gear, and begin preparing for the night.
That was in the bothy, I was like, do you know this is like a haunted bothy? And they're like, oh no, don't say that. I showed them a couple of videos on YouTube, and they're like, oh no. But I don't think it's haunted, to be fair. But I wouldn't like, I don't know if I would like to stay in there myself. I'm kind of glad that Colin and them other two fellas were there, because it had been a very eerie night, to be fair. And when you go outside to do the toilet, it is freezing, pitch black, and you're like, oh, can't see a thing in front of you. Oh, I can't go over.
Unexplained knocks strike the bothy door. Colin opens it. Nobody is there. Minutes later, more bangs echo outside. No one inside claims responsibility. The uncertainty lingers, every sound exaggerated by darkness, weather, and isolation.
See up there, the Scotland flag on it. That's the bothy. So if you're looking for it, then just follow this path around. You'll see a cycle path sign. Just take your first left, or just look for this blue pole, and then just go up here. Sure, there is a building over here that's been knocked down. I thought that was a bothy, and I was like, oh no, that's been knocked down. But no, if you just follow that up there, you can see it. If it's like, see if it's like the lights out, the sun's out, then you can see the bothy no bother. But as I said, we turned up at 4:30, 4:45, and it was pitch black, couldn't see a thing. We just winged it. We just walked up there and found it. We actually seen the smoke coming from the chimney. That's how we found it.
Will steps outside to use the toilet. He is swallowed by pitch blackness, snow, frozen puddles, and a silent, endless valley. Each crunch of ice underfoot feels amplified. Inside, Colin reacts to new noises, alert and uneasy, as the wind and distant bangs continue beyond the walls.
I've not seen any animals around. Oh, look at that. You can actually climb up there if my knee wasn't too sore. Full of excuses, me, innit? Right, you ready to go? Come on, you. Future mash tag here. Look at the views, man. You can see the moon. Moon's still there. Oh. Oh, so Colin, how did you find your first night in a bothy? A haunted bothy at that?
That was class.
Did you enjoy it?
Aye, it was good.
Did you think it was haunted?
No.
No? There was noises in that but wasn't there?
You're banging, aye.
Back at the fire, they reflect quietly. The knocks, the bangs, the bitter cold, nothing visual appears, but the atmosphere remains thick with tension. Even with other campers present, the bothy feels detached from the world, a place where sound carries too far and darkness seems to breathe. By morning, the noises stop. Daylight brings calm, open hills, and relief, but the memory remains. Will notes that the bothy may not be overtly haunted, yet isolation, winter weather, and ambiguity turned a simple night into something far more unsettling. White Lagan leaves behind a quiet unease, proof that sometimes the scariest nights aren't filled with ghosts, just a darkness deep enough for imagination to take hold. Sorry to interrupt the video, but if you're enjoying it, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and right now, 80% of viewers aren't subscribed. So if you're one of them, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really means a lot. Your support helps us continue creating awesome, creepy videos. Now, let's get back to the video. The next chilling video comes from Supernatural Expeditions, a US-based paranormal investigation channel exploring reportedly haunted locations tied to violent and tragic history. Their investigations rely on cat balls, EMF meters, spirit boxes, and REM pods, capturing real-time interaction in dark, isolated locations. It is November 21st, 2020 at Cabin 13, Babcock State Park, West Virginia, USA.
Kitchen. I don't know if it's still that one cooler. Maybe it's not. Is there anybody else here besides Cheryl? It's getting louder. If that's you in the kitchen, can you snap it twice? Can you do it? Just snapped twice again.
Are you picking it up?
I'm hoping.
If it's someone other than Cheryl, can you tap twice? If it is Cheryl, can you tap twice?
That was loud.
Where'd that come from?
Kitchen. I don't know if it's still that one cooler. Maybe it's not. Is there anybody else here besides Cheryl? It's getting louder. If that's you in the kitchen, can you snap it twice? Can you do it? Just snapped twice again.
The team begins an overnight investigation in Cabin 13, the site connected to the Cheryl Flippo murder. They set equipment throughout the kitchen and living area and start asking direct questions. Almost immediately, taps, snaps, and faint whistles ripple through the cabin. The sounds respond to prompts, shifting location as though something is moving between the walls and floorboards. Even footsteps seem to echo beneath them, giving the sense that someone unseen is pacing just out of reach.
I'm hoping.
If it's someone other than Cheryl, can you tap twice? If it is Cheryl, can you tap twice?
That was loud.
Was that one or two taps?
I think it was just one, but it was loud.
Cheryl, we don't mean you any harm. Can you come in and talk to us?
One for yes, two for no. Can you come out and talk to us?
You just hear that?
Yeah.
That didn't come from the kitchen. That come from underneath me?
Sounded like it was to the left, yeah, here. I thought it was maybe you, that's why I didn't really.
I was standing still and heard it.
Cheryl, did you come out of the kitchen?
The tapping becomes sharper, almost rhythmic, reacting to yes-no questions. Heavy movement sounds beneath the floorboards, slow and deliberate, as if someone or something is shifting its weight below them. The source remains completely unknown.
There was that tap again. Since this thing ain't too loud. We don't mean you no disrespect. We just want to hear your story.
See where my monster can is, Shane?
Yeah.
Put that REM pod almost all the way, put the REM pod almost all the way against the wall. I believe that's where they found her.
Yeah, she was in between this wall and the bed was right here. Cheryl, if that was you, can you come up and touch that again? That was interesting.
What's that?
How that just went off.
The curtain kind of blocked what I was trying to see. I didn't see the color. Ow. That's me.
It was just green.
Okay.
You know what I want to do right away, actually?
What's that?
That's the session.
Okay.
I think we go straight to that pretty quick.
The REM pod lights suddenly burst into continuous activation in the kitchen. No electrical cause is found. The response behaves intelligently. Lighting only when spoken to. Silent when ignored.
Yep.
Okay, so what Shane did was Shane just put a REM pod in the kitchen where we were hearing the noises. And if you can hear it, it's going crazy right now.
Oh, is that you? I have it here on the sink. I'm gonna go to electricity, get to that. It's going mad in here, dude. What? Whoa, come, all right. Whoever that is, can you step away from it? Just like, watch.
During the Estes Spirit Box session, one investigator sits at the exact location where Cheryl's body was found. Responses cut through clearly. Trust. I'm here. Back door. Then, a male scream. Sudden. Violent. The entire room shifts.
It goes crazy here. It goes crazy. I mean, like.
That's just the temperature going up. Oh. Turn it off and reset it. I'm gonna go grab some.
If that was somebody, can you light that up again? I think it's just because the breaker's here. You're zoomed in all the way.
Huh?
You're zoomed in all the way.
Oh, what?
Where your thumb is,
Huh?
you're zoomed in all the way.
Oh.
Easier.
Okay, now I'm getting stuff off the box here. Okay? This is the electrical box. It is lit up all the way. And now it's down to 3.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Moments later, a second scream erupts, louder, angrier. The spirit box begins repeating Mike and then Camaro, direct references to Cheryl's husband and the vehicle involved in the case. Multiple devices react simultaneously, confirming intelligent communication and the strongest escalation of the night. Supernatural expeditions leave Cabin 13 with direct audio evidence, intelligent responses, screams, and device interaction tied to Cheryl Flippo's death. The cabin reacts as though aware, and the team leaves shaken, convinced that Cabin 13 remains one of the most active and emotionally charged locations in Babcock State Park. The next shocking video of the night comes from Sidestep. Adventures into History, a US-based exploration and history channel visiting abandoned homes, remote properties, and unusual historical locations. The creator blends immersive storytelling with on-site exploration, often uncovering eccentric or eerie remnants from forgotten lives. It is April 26, 2022 in Doraville, Georgia, USA.
Oh wow, the whole wall is loose. Don't want to do that. This looks like this house never had glass windows installed in it. It only ever had wood shuttered windows. Ooh-wee.
Probably a nice well.
Have a look down at it.
It's deep. Oh. Those are camel crickets.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like camel crickets.
Loaded with them.
It's a deep well, too.
Yes, it is.
Coming up there. She used to have flower gardens out here, and this was a fence, a little fenced-in front yard, and it had a gate right here. But that burial vault sat somewhere along here. As long as I could remember, I remember everybody talked about she was so eccentric that she had her own vault put in the front yard here.
Who moved the dress?
I thought you moved it.
Did you put the dress up?
No, I didn't put the dress on. I walked around the back. Where's the dress now?
I thought you took it down.
It was hanging around in here when I last saw
It's over there. Someone, one of us moved it to the inside of the house.
it. It wasn't me.
It was not me. Where?
Right there.
The group enters an abandoned house filled with blockwork, handmade furnishing, and old wooden floors. They move through each room, documenting pianos, furniture, and everyday items left exactly where they sat decades ago. They discuss how eccentric the former owner must have been. The interior feels frozen in time. Joking and reacting to odd decor keeps the tone light, but the more they explore, the stranger the atmosphere becomes. The age of the house, the silence, and the personal objects left behind slowly increase the tension.
You moved it.
I didn't move it. I'm assuming you moved it.
No, I didn't move it, really.
I really didn't move it.
I didn't move it.
I wouldn't even have touched it.
I was in the kitchen.
Everything I've done has been on camera. I haven't been back around here.
On the porch, they notice an old dress hanging eerily in place. It stands out sharply against the weathered property, making everyone pause.
It's confession time now, though. Which one of y'all moved the dress?
I didn't move the dress.
I swear I did not move that dress. I did not touch it.
You were the one who said we can't leave it sitting out there.
No, and then I went around to the back.
I was with you.
Well, then how did I move it?
I don't know. I just realized that.
After circling the house and returning minutes later, someone realizes the dress has moved, completely on its own. No one touched it, and everyone denies going near it. Confusion replaces humor.
I didn't move the dress.
Well, we're getting on out of here.
I'm glad it's back where it belongs, though.
We're
Yeah, you can't just
we're
leave it
getting out of here.
outside.
We couldn't just leave it hanging out in the yard.
No.
Well,
Did it make it back in the house?
It was on the front porch.
Made it onto the porch, but
close enough.
They check the porch, look under railings, and scan the surrounding yard. Whispered questions, quiet footsteps, and nervous laughter reveal rising unease. Something feels off. Finally, they find the dress again, inside the house. The shift in location unsettles the entire group. With tension now thick and no rational explanation agreed upon, they decide to leave the property. Outside, they reflect on the experience. The eccentric home, the pianos, the forgotten belongings, and the dress that moved without anyone touching it. There were no loud bangs, no footsteps, no apparitions, only a subtle shift that changed everything. A quiet house with a single unexplained detail became one of their most unnerving discoveries. The next video comes from the Spooky Booze, a US-based paranormal exploration channel run by Mackie and Amanda, focusing on haunted locations, abandoned sites, and places tied to dark historical events. They use night vision cameras, spirit boxes, REM pods, and other devices to document unexplained activity. It is June 11th, 2022, in Lazy H Ranch, United States.
Basically, we'll doodle, zone it in, we'll have the spirit box going.
We're just gonna ask some questions, see who's here with us, and
Alright,
I'm picking up on the same things.
here we go.
So this is super weird. Right before I closed my eyes and went to start drawing, and we hadn't turned the spirit box on, and something just told me wait.
Wait on the spirit box?
No, wait on me writing.
Oh.
Which was weird. When the spirit box turned on, because I was like, oh, maybe I thought wait because it hadn't turned on yet. So I put my hand down and did my first circle, and I started from the middle right here.
Yeah.
And when I went around, it literally felt like somebody bumped my hand. And you can see where it went out a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Where it went out, and then I started again, and I did one more full circle before I stopped and was like, something definitely hit my hand. It didn't get.
Mackie and Amanda settle inside the cabin as night falls. The woods feel unusually heavy and oppressive. Faint footsteps are heard outside, and the atmosphere grows tense as they prepare their equipment for the night's investigation.
There's multiple things here. One of them keeps coming through, it's a man, it's definitely more pushy, and he's the one that keeps, every time we ask who's here, and I feel like it's also the one that said Brendan, but I don't know if its name is Brendan. Every time we ask who's here, it goes here, here. And I just heard this last time somebody else go, almost like you've said that before, but it was said that, or do you know what I mean?
Stop saying that,
yeah,
you know.
I don't know if it's the spirit of a little girl, and that's who I saw in white. Now I'm thinking that and putting that together. I don't know if it's the spirit of a little girl or if it's the spirit talking about a little girl. But in the very beginning, I heard "call my mommy." It sounded like a little girl's voice, and then there's been a couple of other things that make me feel like there's a little girl coming through and here with us. That's who I.
Footsteps echo inside the cabin. Sudden cold spots drift around them, raising their alertness and signaling an unseen presence moving close.
Started that. I was starting to hand it to you and stopped. I just saw a full, very tall shadow man standing right to my left. It was almost his shoulder, right about here, so he was pretty tall. It didn't give me a bad feeling at all.
Okay.
So I would say we should do something in here. You just moved to it. Shut up.
Stop.
You just moved over there.
That's crazy.
Bro, you should see your face right now.
I know, I'm I can't believe that, because right then it sounded like a footstep right here next to me. Whoever's here with us right now, if you want us to just start an investigation.
A loud, unexpected bang jolts both investigators. Moments later, a shadowy figure appears briefly on night vision before vanishing, confirming that something is inside the cabin with them.
Classical music that was playing.
Oh, yeah. Is he still sitting there? Does he feel okay?
You know where you need to leave? You're not welcome to stay here with Mackie and I
You have to leave.
for the rest of the night. You have to go.
You're not welcome here.
I almost... He definitely left. That's so weird that these questions are coming up. I almost feel like maybe they were family.
Really?
But I really did not like him.
Flashlight. Why?
I don't know. Just had, he had that overwhelming kind of, just overpowering, feeling where he was just, very macho, top dog. Very top dog and, rude to women.
Okay.
Or children.
Was he saying something to you?
Nothing in particular. It was more of like he sat down next to me. It was kind of like intimidation factor.
Okay.
His goal, you know?
Yeah.
Where he wasn't a bad, like, negative spirit. He was just like a negative person.
Did you see him, or was it? You saw him? What do you look like?
Mackie uses the spirit box to communicate. Distorted voices come through, including names, strengthening the sense that an intelligent presence is responding.
All night, that's what I wrote down. I feel like this is the first time ever that I've been able to isolate it down to one single spirit and keep a conversation, like, with just her.
Why did she come here to talk to us?
I think it's about her passing. Elisa, do you want to talk about how you passed? Or who was involved in your passing? You can make our flashlight go on for who was involved in your passing.
Okay.
That's what I thought. Lisa, a lot of people believe that you were not alone that night and that somebody else had involvement. If that's true, can you make our flashlight go off? Or any of our other devices go on? Our flashlight go off? Or any off? Or any off? Or any... Again, you can take energy from our flashlight battery.
More activity unfolds as the investigation winds down. Cameras and the spirit box capture footsteps, cold spots, and shadow movements, leaving both investigators with the strong feeling they are still being watched. Mackie and Amanda end the night with a collection of unsettling evidence: footsteps, cold spots, shadow figures, and direct spirit box responses. Even after they leave the cabin, the lingering sense of being observed reinforces Lazy H Ranch as a location with persistent, active, paranormal energy. Before the next clip, if you're enjoying the video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and right now, 80% of viewers aren't subscribed. So if you're one of them, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really means a lot. Your support helps us continue creating awesome, creepy videos. Now, let's get back to the video. The last video of the night comes from Paranormal Quest, a US-based paranormal exploration channel investigating haunted cottages, abandoned buildings, and historical locations. The team relies on tools such as ghost tube, spirit box, EVP recorders, tracer wires, and haunted dolls to document active paranormal energy. It is February 23rd, 2025, at Macbeth Cottage at Landell's Mohagan Castle, United States.
Wow. That's what I get for trying to be a relevant, cool kid on YouTube. Mother Mary.
Well, things seem to be pretty quiet.
The team begins their investigation inside the cottage, warming the room and carefully setting up equipment. They prepare the ghost tube app and position the haunted doll, anticipating interaction. The early quiet creates a tense, poised atmosphere as they discuss the cottage's haunted history.
We've got Jesus on the cross. It's like a very on the right hand side there's a crucifix in the far back, and then you can kind of see part of it on the left side, but then in the center it's like very close. You can see like the bloody chest of Jesus and his face. It's very detailed, even down to like his armpit hair.
Oh, wow.
Like I'm that close up on him.
Are you saying that you saw Jesus when you passed away?
The Ghost Tube app suddenly generates an image of Jesus on the cross. Vivid, detailed, and unexpected. The team reacts instantly, marking the first major spike in activity.
Is this you, ma'am? Generating again. It is a shadow figure standing in the trees. Tall shadow figure, like a man.
Ma'am, did you just knock on that table?
objects shift on their own. A shadowy figure is spotted outside among the trees. The haunted doll appears to react as though moved by an unseen force. Tracer wire lights flash white as something passes over them, confirming an active presence in the room.
What's up on top of the hill? I asked that earlier. This would be a good way for you to show us that you can hear us by showing an image of what's up there on the hill. Then we can communicate knowing that you can hear us, and you can use this to make images.
That was not me.
That wasn't you?
No.
That sound?
The sound was, but the REM pod isn't.
When asked to reveal what lies on the hill behind the cottage, the ghost tube displays a detailed image of a cemetery the team had previously explored, without them mentioning it aloud. Shadow figures in period clothing appear in the visuals, adding a deeper layer of unease.
Thank you, sir. There is a cemetery up there on top of the hill, isn't there?
That's wild.
Guys, we investigated up there in that cemetery last time we were here because it was springtime.
Disembodied voices come through the spirit box, responding directly to their questions. The haunted doll and tracer wire devices continue to be manipulated, indicating intelligent interaction.
We're just visitors. Are you happy that people come and stay here and visit this cottage? Bring light and love to this place?
Thank you for touching that. It's so weird that it...
Was that your stomach?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so weird that it got...
Using EVP and red light devices, the team captures more responses. Spirits activate the devices on command. Objects move, lights flash, and the atmosphere remains charged with unexplained activity. The investigation suggests powerful residual energy and intelligent spirits inside Macbeth Cottage. From Ghost Tube's cemetery image to object movement, shadow figures, and direct spirit box responses, this becomes one of Paranormal Quest's most intense sessions. The blend of visual, auditory, and interactive phenomena reinforces the cottage's haunted reputation and leaves both the team and viewers with a lingering sense of unease. We appreciate you for watching. If these creepy encounters gave you chills, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next drop. There's always another mystery waiting just around the corner.